It's 11:45 now. Hello, I'm Matt White. Hope you're well. It's Friday night. It is BBC Radio Manchester, 95.1 FM, DAB digital radio, or you can listen online, bbc.co.uk/Manchester. Now, fantasy variety performance. This is what we do every week, where we ask people to describe their fantasy variety performance. Earlier, a while ago now, last week sometime, two who I like to think of as friends of mine, two Manchester comedians, came in to describe their fantasy variety performance. This is what happened. This is it. So this is how it works. You get to put on your own variety show. You've seen the Raw variety performance, you know what I mean. You get comedians, you get bands, you get novelty acts. You can pick a novelty act. You can have a little chicken running across the stage wearing a crown. That's a novelty. You get to choose the band that plays. It could be a band, it could be a solo artist, it could even be a tiny little orchestra. You get to pick a comedian too, your favourite of all time perhaps. This is what we like to call fantasy variety performance. Making their selection this evening on Fantasy Variety Performance are two guys based in Manchester. They're a double act specialising in character comedy, wordplay, musically inept song, and they say they have a trademark bizarre dribble. I've no idea what that means, but they put it on their website. They say they are a true entourage of alternative surrealism. So this evening, let's meet the guys that will be selecting their Fantasy Variety Performance.
We're Slap and Giggle.
I'm James Bennison.
I'm Sid Wick.
And this is our show,
The Last Night of the Proms 2.
Why the last night of the Proms 2?
Well, the last Night of the Proms has always been pretty successful.
And, you know, sequels are always a lot more successful.
Yeah, so, yeah, we went with 2. And franchise, hopefully, franchise rights. We've retained the merchandise rights like George Lucas, so all the Last Night of the Proms action figures should be royalties coming to us.
You've got it all thought out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And do you know what? Everyone loves a sequel, don't they? They say they don't, but I think they really do.
If we're involved, people won't.
Yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks 2, the Squeakquel.
Can we change our answer?
To Alvin and the Chipmunks 2.
Last Night of the Proms 2, the Squeakquel.
The Squeakquel, yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel, the sequel.
The Squeakquel, the sequel. Okay, so you're calling it Last Night of the Proms 2.
Certainly are.
The Squeakquel.
Yeah.
Can we go with that?
If that's all right, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And the BBC are going to produce this, yeah?
Yeah, we're paying for it.
Good.
What's important about this? I mean, we're going to talk about the acts that you're going to have on, the music and the comedians, but what we need to establish first is just exactly where you're going to hold it, because this is important.
Yeah. Well, I thought it's quite popular these days. I thought we should do the internet.
The internet, that's good.
Have you been there?
Not to see anything.
Matt, have you ever been to the internet?
How do you get to the internet?
I was asking you. It's very popular. So
Think happy thoughts.
Or I was thinking we could do the top of Everest, the peak of Everest.
See,
you have to earn it.
See, I thought my idea was that we have a canal boat and we have only like 3 people can fit in, but that's kind of like the Last Night of the Proms 2 kind of thing. Yeah. So
you, me, and then
whoever's there, yeah.
And then just one person watching.
We never tell anyone where we're going to be. Well, it's obviously going to be on a canal, but apart from that,
it's a process of deduction. All right, I'm happy with that. A canal boat on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me just get this straight. You're holding it on a canal boat.
Yes.
With a maximum capacity of
3,
but your
including
acts.
us.
And your acts.
We'll leave.
Maybe we should get rid of the audience then.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we'll lose. So
right.
We can't afford a bigger boat, can we?
No,
the BBC are paying.
Yeah, but we can't afford a bigger boat.
A very long canal boat.
No, we can't afford a bigger boat. So it's on a canal boat.
We wouldn't succeed very well in Jaws, would we?
And it's sailing down the internet.
So the nearest canal to the internet.
Okay. Right, okay. That's good.
It's been improved. Yeah?
That's fine. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Tick.
Cool. Good. It's going to be a good gig.
This is the third point now. We know what it's called.
Yeah.
We know where you're holding it.
Uh-huh.
I've got to be honest, I like the fact that it's on a canal. I quite like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's nice.
A cyber canal.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
What's important, and I know I stressed that the venue is important, but now I'm stressing that this is important.
Yeah.
Is it more important?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, right.
It's your compare, boys, because
Yeah.
you're going to have all these acts that are going to come out and they're going to wow the crowd, although there's no one coming. But you need a compare that's going to be consistent. They've got to tie the whole thing together. They're like the super glue.
Oh, definitely.
Of your super show.
I agree.
Who's it going to be?
I suggest John Merrick, the Elephant Man.
The Elephant Man.
Well, you say you want consistency. He's always the Elephant Man.
That's true.
That act never drops for a second. From the second he wakes up in the morning to the moment he goes to bed, he doesn't let, he keeps with his character all the way through, and his impressions are hilarious.
That's true.
What does he do?
He does
Dumbo.
Nice, because the elephant.
What?
Yeah.
Nothing. Any more impressions?
I don't know. To be honest, we're in hysterics. He does a really good Elephant Man.
So, the Elephant Man.
Yes.
Is comparing your fantasy variety show
with his amazing impressions
and silver tongue.
So he's been out, he's waxed lyrical, he's told a few jokes, he's done a few impressions, he's brought the house down. This is going well.
He has.
He's about to bring on the first act, which is your musical act. Now this could be anyone. This could be a solo artist, this could be an orchestra, this could be a cellist.
The artist we've gone for, an artist in the broadest sense of the term.
He does everything.
He does everything. He's exceptional. He redefines what music is and brings it to a much lower level of anticipation, excitement. He is, of course, the beautiful William Shatner. You like him?
Kirk. Captain Kirk.
No, William Shatner.
Yeah. Shatner.
Captain Kirk.
Who?
No?
Captain Kirk.
Did you say Captain Kirk?
I did say Captain Kirk. I think I did.
It's a fictional character. We can't have that.
Played by William Shatner. Captain Kirk.
Was it?
Isn't the Elephant Man a fictional character?
No, you're thinking of Batman.
He's fictional.
Yeah. But not Superman.
He's real.
Yeah, I am.
So William Shatner's going to come out, and because he is actually a singer, he makes albums.
He is.
Genuinely, he does.
Through no fault of his own.
We use singer in the lowest possible sense of the world.
Because when he performs, he kind of talks, doesn't he? He talks.
It's like he's forgotten that he's singing, and his karaoke screen has got a delay on it. And it's coming up, and it's like, okay, come on, Shatner, listen to the music, but he can't listen to it. He's had too much to drink, whatever it is, and it comes up to it, and it's like, oh, you missed your cue. He's like, no, don't start again. We're going to salvage this. and he does.
He's like a motivational singer, but it would be a motivational speaker, but with music. So it's singer.
Yeah.
Let's have a listen. This is the musical entertainment at the event last night of the Proms 2.
Yeah. The Squeakquel.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. You'll know that as a Beatles song, but that version on BBC Radio Manchester was William Shatner, Captain Kirk from Star Trek. The reason we chose that is because every week with me, Matt White, we meet some comedians and they choose their lineup for their ideal variety show, their fantasy variety performance. This week it's the turn of James and Sid. Collectively they are known as Slap and Giggle. They have called the name of their variety night Last Night of the Proms 2. They have oddly, strangely chosen the Elephant Man, John Merrick, as their compere, and William Shatner was the musical entertainment. Now we continue with their choices. This is what happened when I spoke to them a while ago, and this is where they're describing what their next act will be.
Okay, so my novelty act that I was considering, again, sort of not been seen for quite a long time. What I want to get on is Ringo Starr reading out the entirety of the Thomas the Tank Engine series. Just remind us all of the magic that he created with his voice.
The entire series.
Do you know that he actually did the voices of all the trains
in the world?
Yeah.
When you're on a train, you hear it's like the next station.
It's Ringo.
Next station is Birmingham.
Thomas the Tank Engine rolled into the station.
See, mine was better. Yours was actually from Liverpool, so
mine was,
perhaps you win.
Was that your impression of the Elephant Man?
Geographically accurate. Thomas the Tank Engine rolled into the station.
With the Elephant Man
in tow.
Many people had died that day.
Is this who you're going with, or is this just who you're going to
Ringo
go with?
Starr's good. I mean, it's nice that he's since being forced out of the Beatles,
against his will.
he's now put together a new band, the cast of Thomas the Tank Engine, and it's
all played by him.
And sell out arena tour.
He's a miserable so-and-so, though, isn't he?
Apparently, you're not allowed to call him Ringo Starr anymore.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
What do you call him? Zach Starkey. That's his name, isn't it?
I think it's Richard Starkey.
He doesn't like that either.
Zach Starkey's his son.
Oh,
Drums. Used to drum for Oasis, and now drums for The Who.
Really? Who?
Yeah. Very good.
Who?
You've got Ringo Starr and the cast of Thomas the Tank Engine
as
your novelty acts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Thank you. It is good.
When you say the cast of Thomas the Tank Engine, we've already established that Ringo Starr is the cast of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
So
It's a solo show. It's very misleading.
So it's just Ringo doing all the voices.
Yeah.
he does do all the voices.
Yeah.
Thomas
and
the Tank Engine rolled into the station.
Yeah, if
Hello,
he just says
Thomas.
that over and over and over again until everyone leaves in disgust.
To be fair, that is the plot of all the episodes.
Hello, Santa Controller.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think I'm getting enough credit for this impression.
I'm loving it. Can you do the voice of Thomas?
Yeah. Hello.
That's the Elephant Man.
They all roll into one. My impressions. Right, so Ringo Starr.
Yes.
He's been out. He's wowed everyone. I mean, this has gone down
He's
very
been
well.
sick everywhere.
They've loved it. And then the Elephant Man has trudged back on. Back-anoed him, as they say in the business.
That's my impression of an elephant.
That's a horse, man.
What?
Sounded like
Horseman. It's different.
They're not-
Elephant Man and Horseman. They're a double act, but
The
they went
Horseman was the sequel.
Yeah, the squeakquel.
So the Elephant Man's gone back on. He's now introducing, and I'm looking forward to hearing this, your comedy act.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Vic and Bob on this. Got to say,
I'm with you.
at the end of the day, they're brilliant, aren't they? They're good
I'm
fun.
sorry, but no. I have to say that there is one comedian that I think is better.
Yeah.
Probably the only comedian that I can account as the main influence of my life.
Yeah.
Rolf Harris.
He's not a comedian.
He is a comedian.
He's not a comedian.
Look at his resume. Comedian, musician, breakdancer, vet,
Saxophonist.
saxophonist. I can play the saxophone.
You Rolf Harris?
I do all those things. And
Did you see that episode of Animal Hospital where they had the Elephant Man in?
yeah,
They were trying to separate him from the elephants.
You didn't say artist. That's what he's predominantly known for.
artist, and also he can rap.
He's the voice of the trains on Thomas the Tank Engine.
G'day, Thomas. Hello, Rolf.
Science rolled into the station.
So are you going to have Vic and Bob, or are you going to have Rolf?
Can we have a triple act, like Vic and Bob starring Rolf Harris?
Vic, Bob and Rolf.
Yeah, like
Vic and Bob, played by Rolf Harris.
like Uncle Peter, played by Rolf Harris.
So your comedy act now, we're going for Vic, Bob and Rolf.
Yes, please.
As Uncle Peter.
VBR, I like to call them.
Yeah.
It's coming to an end, lads, sadly. But before we go, we need to decide. You know when you see the Raw Variety Show and it's on the telly, and in the top corner,
Oh, the last night of the proms.
there's the balcony,
Yeah.
and the Queen's up there. She's looking
Yeah.
down. It's like the royal
About to
box.
jump.
The Royal Box.
Yeah.
Talk her down, James.
You've got a royal box, or
Thank you.
a sectioned off corner,
Not that, is it?
Yeah.
and your canal boat.
Yeah.
You can invite two very special people.
Because that's all we
Two.
can fit in.
All right. Okay.
You may have to drag a dinghy behind to have your
A rubber
special
ring.
guest. Yeah. So you've got a royal ring.
Yes.
That sounds even worse.
Let's
Well,
not.
worse than a Royal Box.
A royal ring.
Let's not go down this road.
Who have you got?
I can't control myself. Carry on, please.
Who is in your royal ring?
Who isn't? I'll tell you what. In the Royal Box, I think there's only one person who I'd like to have.
Yep.
John Wilkes Booth.
Who's John Wilkes?
Let him
John Wilkes Booth.
the guy who assassinated
Lincoln, yeah.
Lincoln.
He loves the theatre.
Whilst Lincoln
Yeah.
was in the Royal Box.
Exactly, yeah. You could have Lincoln in the opposite Royal Box and see how the night plays out.
That'd be
Yeah.
brilliant.
Elephant Man commentating, like in Wimbledon, stood in the middle as they exchange shots.
I imagine he'd say.
John Wilkes Booth rolled into the Royal Box.
Is that the risk of sounding like Chris Tarrant? Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
See, can I offer up
What's
an
wrong
alternative?
with
Can I open up an alternative?
Of course.
One of my heroes who I would like...
Me? You can now be on stage.
No, not you.
Matt White?
No.
Yeah.
It's your dad, Sid. I adore Sid's dad. I want to be Sid's dad, not just so I could have him as my son, because that's the downside. Sid's dad is the best person in the world.
He does like you, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm his favourite son. Yeah. But no, he basically, as far as I can tell, just drinks a lot and does nothing all day. And that's what I want to do. But
I'd argue with that. He also smokes.
Yeah. But he's got the keenest intellectual comedic mind ever. And on the other person I want in the box is Darren Brown, to see if Sid's dad could break him.
Break Brown.
Yeah.
In the Royal Ring.
There you go. Slap and Giggle. Sid and James, nice lads. You can regularly see them playing in and around Manchester if you do want to go and see them. I know that their next gig is part of the Manchester Comedy Festival. It's on October the 26th. And it's also part of the brand new season of Funbox, which is another great comedy night that they're involved with. It's at Pub Zoo. Slap and Giggle. Go to their website if you want any more information. There's even a little film on their website as well, which features my voice. slapandgiggle.co.uk. Very funny boys. It's BBC Radio Manchester. I'm Matt White, and this is Savage Garden.